Oh, Gia. Good morning. I'm closing all my doors. I just got out of the shower. I opened my window today so we could have some nice natural light shine in, and I could show you guys exactly how the Mary Phillips palette is showing up on the skin. So I just showered, exfoliated, just put on some Cetaphil lotion, and today perfecting my underpainting with the Mary Phillips palette. I've been obsessed. Ever since I started using it, I have not stopped. I don't know what I've been thinking of just not using color corrector. Like, I don't know where I've been. So I feel like I've been sleeping under a rock. But today we're gonna do makeup. Kenny and I are headed out to our favorite croissant place called our Partisan Chocolate in Pasadena. So we're gonna go head to Pasadena today, pick up some croissants and coffee, and then we're gonna go to a museum. So very like New York-esque date, but in LA. We're really taking advantage of exploring LA as much as we can because we know that LA is not our forever home. We try to take advantage of the weekends together, that we go explore locations, places to eat, just really enjoy each other's company in LA because we will be moving soon. So want to get as much art partisan as possible. So Bada, let's start. I am gonna slick my hair back today, so I think I'm gonna do kind of like a minimalist look. A little bit of a better audio. I'm also realizing how dirty my desk is. It's that time of the week where I need to dust a little bit. The reason I've been loving the Mary Phillips palette is because it really does just allow your skin to look like skin with makeup, and it just leaves this flawless finish that I've been surprised. I will say I'm surprised how much I actually love this palette because I'm really picky with contour colors and concealer colors, but I found that Mary Phillips palette really just does it for me. It really is so iconic. So I'm going to try to underpaint today, and I'm going to try to perfect it because I feel like, in my humble opinion, I'm not 100% like good at it, and I want to get better because the days that I do it really well are random. They're not like every time. So I want to start doing it more often so I get the hang of how it really is supposed to sit on the skin, because I feel like sometimes when I've done it, I've almost like covered up too much of the underpainting product. So I'm going to try to like find a happy medium when I am going in with the foundation step. So that's one thing that I've been trying to like really ace, because I know that once I do it, it's going to just be amazing. So I just put some really hydrating moisturizer on, and I'm gonna go ahead and just start with my eyebrows. I always love to start with brows. You know what? And today I'm gonna even get crazy with it, and I'm going to add some brow gel. This one is also by Anastasia, and a common theme that you're probably seeing is that I am an Anastasia stan when it comes to eyebrow product. I will say she also has a really nice contour stick that I used to be obsessed with, and it's really cool, but I think she does have other colors. But she does have a really nice formula. So OG Anastasia. And I'm not gonna do anything like particular with my eyebrows. I have very strong, thick eyebrows, as you could probably tell. So a lot of products don't really hold my eyebrows up, but I've noticed that this product really does it for me. And you have to kind of work quickly with products like these because they do, I could put a little bit too much, they do dry really quick. Okay, I think that's good. And once it dries, it'll be just a little bit harder to work with. All right, so I'm just gonna give this a second so it dries, and then I'm gonna go ahead and go right in with the Anastasia Brow Wiz. And I use the color Ebony. I've been using this color forever. Specifically this pen I've been using forever. I actually just ordered another one on the Sephora sale because you can't ever have enough of your favorite products, can you? I'm just cleaning off the excess of some brow gel that's getting on here. Okay, I think that one looks really nice. This one still has a little bit of pockets that I want to get in. You have like a favorite eyebrow? Because I do. And typically it was this one, but this one's a little bit harder to deal with right now. This one is almost starting to become my new favorite. My eyebrows are definitely not identical. They are definitely sisters, not twins. This years of waxing in my eyebrows really took a toll. I don't want it to be too much, just enough where it gives ethnic. My husband always says that, like, my eyebrows and my features really give ethnic. And I love looking and feeling Brazilian. I'm gonna just put in a peptide eye gel under my eyes to give extra hydration to this area that always is a problem area for me. I just had Coola gel done, which is similar to that of Easy Gel, and let me tell you, it has done wonders to just giving me some life back. I feel like I look so much more awake, and I loved it. I think I'm gonna go back for a second session, except I think it's been almost a week since I had it done, and I had no bruising, minimal swelling, like very minimal swelling, like really just the day of. And I loving it. My husband even was like, you look good. Like, it looks really good. I think this is one that you actually makes a difference, because I get so much stuff. I try so many things done. I try so many things, waste of money. I'm also gonna go in with an extra hydrating lotion just because I've been extra dry. I've been going pretty hard with tretinoin, and so I really want to make sure I'm getting the areas that's been extra dry lately. Now let's start. Go in with, before we start, I'm gonna put a little bit of the glazing milk on. This has just been such a game changer for my skin routine, and it's, especially my pre-makeup skin routine. I've been just obsessed with it. It just leaves your skin feeling so hydrated and fresh, and it absorbs so quickly. And just let me tell you, like, also mixing this to foundation, it's just a game changer. Like, it really is. And I did not think I was gonna like it. I thought I was gonna be all hype, I'm not gonna lie. But it's really good, so I'm glad I tried it. Sometimes you just have to put your ego aside and try new things. I'm so brand loyal that sometimes I'm like, no, I'm not gonna like it, you know? And then I put your ego aside. I'm gonna go in, starting with color corrector, orangey salmon color, and I'm picking it up right on that Mary Phillips brush that also has been so incredibly amazing. I'm really going to kind of be light with this, but the name of the game here is buildable. So we're gonna go in lightly and we're gonna just build. So that's really when I do the best makeup, is when I'm really just going in lightly and building instead of just putting so much product on instantly. And what I'm doing here really is I'm just going over areas that have a little bit of darkness, have a little bit of that purple and green undertone that I have around these areas that are a little bit like inner skin, just around my eyes. And I like to keep my under eye makeup very minimal. I do have some fine lines, so for me, less is more. And then I'm gonna go ahead and do this side so lightly, very little makeup, just focusing on the areas that have that green purple undertone that us olive undertone girlies have. I swear, when I am pale in the winter, I look very sickly. I think that's really all I'm gonna do under eye. Just tap it in a little bit more. Now I do have some redness that I always get around my nose, right here, and around my smile line. So those places I usually get red. So I'm gonna go in a little bit more with the same color. And I'm gonna just highlight these areas very lightly so we combat any redness. We get redness around this area too. I don't know what this area is called. I know Botox language, your DOA, but I think it's just your frown lines, maybe? Okay. And it's not perfect blending, so I'm just gonna leave it at there because we're gonna go back and we're going to fix this. Now I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna pick up that cool color with the bigger end of the brush. I'm gonna pick up a hefty amount of product here because I'm gonna put this in various places, but we're always gonna pick more up. And now I'm gonna do a line around my contour, just to contour my cheekbones. I really love contouring and highlighting a really nice high cheekbone. So I'm gonna focus in on that shadow. So I'm gonna find that shadow, which is about right here, and it goes directly under your cheekbones. You can see right here. And a good rule of thumb is like high ear, outer corner of your lips. So if you have something long like this, you could probably use this as a guide. So that is for your cheekbone, where you should put your contour. The wrong side. Just like that. See that? So beautiful and subtle. And I'm going to do the same thing to this side. I have all these baby hairs that get in the way. And then we're going to go up the forehead. And we're going to focus this on our hairline. Very important. You know, I think Mary does like her outer eyes. And then highlighting your under your jawline. And I like to start right behind the ear and bring it down. This will give you like that snatched look. And then we're gonna go in, we're also gonna put just a little bit around our nose. Then I like to do the tip and kind of round the tip like this to give like a lifting effect to the tip of your nose. And then I like to put a little bridge right there, enhance that lift. So instantly you could probably see how much thinner and lifted my nose looks. But we're gonna just make sure that we really define this and give a good blend. There we go. Okay, now I'm just gonna clean off this a little bit on my hands because we're gonna use the same brush. I'm gonna go in with the lighter colors. So I'm gonna kind of mix these two colors, and I'm going to go in outer corner and lift this up. And same thing here, outer corner and lift. And then we're going to use this also here to really highlight contour. So we're going to go inner corner, lift up, inner corner, and we're going to lift up. And then I want to put some on my chin, some on my forehead, and then a little bit on my under eye. Okay. And then Mary also does her outer corner of her lips. So I'm gonna do that. Oh my god, I gave myself like a mustache. Okay. Root glazing milk. Put it in your hand. Ooh. And I'm gonna do the Dior contour stick because I've been loving this combo so much. Oh, that's a lot. Okay, and now I'm going to use a really fluffy brush, and this is the same brush that Mary Phillips uses, and obviously we're doing that on purpose because she's a queen. I'm making it super fluffy in my hand and picking up as much product as I can. And the way that Mary does it is super lightly flickering it in the skin. So that's what we're going to try doing, because this is a step that I usually always mess up and end up taking so much product off. And I like to start kind of like in the middle because it's where I get the most redness, is like right in this area here. I'm going to start really lightly, kind of just like feathering in this foundation. I've noticed that this brush does like shed very lightly, but it does shed. Okay, see how I'm like taking off a lot of product? So this is the step where I'm like, what am I doing wrong? Am I just going in too hard with the brush? Everywhere else is really nice. And this is where we really highlight like the buildability of this, because I'm going to go back in a little bit more with some more of that contour color, and I'm going to just re-highlight those colors that we took off a little bit, but this time I'm going to kind of just like blend it in really gently. I really want to make sure I get in my hairline because I'm going to be slicking back my hair today, so I want to make sure that I really get in there. Same thing here, I'm going to go in a little bit more. One thing about this product I will say is that it is extremely good blendable quality. I really love that. It blends out really nicely. It comes on really nicely. I really appreciate a product that blends well. I think that's good. I just bring a little bit of the excess on my high brow here. And I'm going to blend a little bit more of the under eyes, little hairs, a little eyelash. Usually I make a wish. Just a little bit more of like that color corrector on my nose. Did you guys hear that? Oftentimes I'll hear like little dings like that around the house and I never know, like random little things. Okay. So that's nice. Okay, now I'm going to pick up a little bit of that warmer bronze color, and I'm going to just put a little bit more on my forehead because I like a really tan forehead. That's looking really nice. I like that. Let me show you guys how I blend it out. Super cute. Now we're going to fix this because I know the contour is still looking really strong. I do want to add a little bit more foundation. So I'm just going to put some more on my hands and pick it up and add just a little bit more of that glazing milk too. All right. I'm liking how this is looking. Now I'm going to go in with some blush, and I've been really loving this one. Let me clean my hands. Oh, I used the foundation one. I used the, which one did I just use? They both feel wet. I feel like I think I just used the blush brush to do foundation. That's okay though. I'm gonna go in with my new favorite cream blush. This one is the color Garçon by Westman Atelier, and it's so divine. Like, look at that color, it's so pretty. I'm going to do the same technique here. I'm going to just warm this up on my hands, making sure that all these bristles get wet. And I'm going to put just a tad, just one drop, just so this really goes in so ever softly. What I feel like this does is almost gives like a airbrushed effect to your skin and makeup product that I just love so much. Like this brush, as much as it does shed, it really does a great job in so gently putting on your products. And I like to focus this really kind of high on my cheekbones, and then I bring it into the temples. Ooh.
It's hot outside.
Is it?
Yeah, I feel like you can't wear this.
Oh man, I really wanted to wear a coat today.
Oh, no.
I'm gonna use the same color
It's actually really hot.
and I'm gonna put it on my eyes. I love doing a look where like my eye and blush are the same color. I don't know why, but it just like really makes everything cohesive. And this one is such a pretty color because it does have some like depth to it. So you can see the color on my eyes almost don't look like the same color as on my cheeks, right? Just like the cheeks are ever so gently and the eye came out a little bit stronger. That's what's really good about these products, is that they're super buildable, and that's what we love. I always like to bring it like under the eye. It really does make that effect of opening your eye a little bit more. Now when I do this type of technique, I like to really focus in on that crease, that natural crease that we have on our eyes. Kind of just trace it and blend it out and then bring it down. Oh, I like that. That's pretty. Okay. Now I'm gonna go in with some powdered product. Shoved back here. I wonder who did that. My handy dandy hourglass powdered bronzer. And this one is the color Nude Bronze Light. I think it's the most defined color. And I'm picking this up on that Mario brush, tapping out the excess and focusing this in on all those areas that we went earlier with the cream bronzer. And this is a step where I kind of like melt everything into the skin a little bit more. So focusing this on the areas that we contour. Oh, that's so nice. I love this one so much. It's so like subtle, but it makes the biggest difference. Love. Looks really nice. Now I'm gonna go in under, just again, enhancing our jawlines. I have a very weak jawline, so this is an important step for me. And I'm gonna bring this down to my neck. Now I have to think about another outfit, because in my head, I was gonna wear a long coat. I wanted to look really chic going to a museum, you know? I'm gonna put a little bit more of this color. I'm gonna pick it up right from the product because I do want it to go on a little stronger, just a little. But again, super controlled, focusing on high cheekbones. Oh my goodness, that's so pretty. That's gorge. And the same thing here. I'm just gonna warm it up a little bit more because I want this to go on really seamlessly. I'm gonna put the excess on my nose. I like it. Very, very pretty. Okay, now put this away. Oh. We're gonna do I think we're gonna do powder blush, and I'm gonna use that same, ooh, that is so pink. Okay, tap out the excess, and we're gonna just, I'm gonna warm this up a little bit because it's a lot. And now I'm gonna just put same area, high cheekbone. Okay, that's looking good. Now, I'm gonna go in with very, very lightly, a little bit more concealer. But when I say very lightly, I mean like barely any product. We're gonna go in super, super, super lightly. I'm trying to find a more dense brush because it is dense, but I'm gonna just warm it up right on this applicator. Pick up as much product as I can, but also like diffuse it out like right in the applicator, just like this. Picking it up, diffusing it, picking it up, diffusing it. Because I want this to be wet, but I also don't want to pick up too much. So just kind of warm it up right there. And then I'm gonna go in very lightly and controlled. Just put a little bit more of a highlight, just very slightly, and then right there. Yeah, very lightly, very lightly. Okay. That looks good. Now doing the same thing to the other side, picking up the product, diffusing it out, picking up the product, diffusing it out, and we're going to do the same thing. I'm going to highlight this area here, and then we're going to diffuse it out, and very gently coming in under here, take off some excess, and really blend this out. Now whatever is remaining on your brush, just go ahead and dab it all the way down. And it's going to be like so minimal product in here, but it still makes a big difference. And we're going to just dab this, kind of like blending in and pressing in all of the previous products. And I like to come down here and kind of just press it in here, around the nose, your T-zone. Give me a little bit more highlight. All right, looking good. I like that. What do we think? This is coming off very strong on camera. I wonder why. Should I diffuse this more? Okay, I'm really happy with this. Now I do want to finish this up by adding some brown eyeliner. Brown eyeliner, let me tell you, has been a game changer. You've been hearing me say that so often, but it is so true. Like, I used to be someone who would stay away from eyeliner because low-key I'm allergic to them. But we make some sacrifices for beauty, don't we? I'm going to put on some brown eyeliner. I think this one is from Hourglass, yeah. And I'm going to just put it in my bottom waterline. I'm going to do the other side. And the same thing on the outer. Okay, that's good. I want to finish this up, and I'm going to put some of the Fenty. I think this one is the How Many Carats Diamond Balm. Oh my god, this is so divine. I'm going to put this all over my lid because I love just a very like wet look, especially on my eyes. And I love just looking really healthy and glowy, and this just does it for me. I'm going to put a little bit on my inner corner as well. And then I'm going to diffuse this out a little bit. Two products. First product is the iconic loose powder. I have to be so careful when I open this because it is definitely some loose product in here. Where is my brush? Just look at the head. It's a fluffy brush. And I'm like scared to open this because there's so much product coming out. I dropped this, and so it's like, yeah. So I'm going to pick up as much product as I can, and I'm going to diffuse it out right on that top product, diffuse it out. And I'm going to go in, again, light hands, apply lightly, and build. I'm going to focus this on all the areas that we highlighted. So I like to go in, kind of dab it in there, you know, pick up some more, diffuse it. I mean, this step alone, all you really need is this. But I will say this is messy, so like to go out and bring this along with you, this is not it. I will show you guys which one that is it that I got just now from the Sephora sale. But I also have another one that I super love that I will show you guys. That you guys probably have seen before if you've seen any of my makeup videos previously. If you haven't, go back and look at them, please. And subscribe to my channel, please. Please. Okay. I love it. I like every time I have like a full face, I instantly look like a baddie and my attitude changes. You know? I'm kidding. Now, almost last step, promise. Pressed powder. This one is the OG. If you've been following me, you have seen this before. It is actually godsend. This has a little bit of luminous to it, so it's part of like that luminous family for Giorgio Armani products. It is so divine. I have never found a product that I loved more. And as always, I'm going to pick up product and I'm going to diffuse it out in my hand first. And then we're going to go in. Looking up, we're going to just place that in the areas that we highlighted. And this is going to give you such a nice glow without making you look sweaty and oily, but it still will hold that really nice shine finish, which in my opinion, I love. not everyone loves, but I love. It makes your skin look so glowy and healthy. So I'm going to look up again, did the same thing, diffused it out, looking up and diffusing this right into the skin. And anything excess, I'm going to kind of just lightly like go over everywhere with this, super lightly. And even if you want to use like your loose powder and kind of just go over your whole face with it, I've done that too, and it really does make a difference on how long your makeup lasts, especially if you're using a lot of cream and not powdered products. This is a good step to just make sure that nothing moves. Oh, this is so pretty, you guys. I wish we could like hang out so you could see how nice this looks. All right, now last step, and we're gonna go in with a lip contour that the Mary Phillips palette gave me already. So I really don't need much, but I want to take off some of this excess product that always gets on your lips, and you need to remove it before you go in with any lip products, please. Okay, no product on the lip, and now we're going to I think I want to do a nude lip today. Let's see, what is this? Iconic Nude. I mean, really can't go wrong with Iconic Nude. I did want to use my Mary Phillips one, but I think I have so many hair on me. I think I left it in my bag, which is right here. Okay, let's see. I have some product in here. I always carry the things that I love the most in my purse. So I have what's in your bag? My camera. When she's 7, you always have to be prepared with a camera. It's like very important. A pair of shades, my wallet, my keys, and then this glasses cleaner, Mary Phillips, obviously, Haley, obviously, and Lancome, obviously. So these are my favorites that I always carry around with me. And we're gonna go in with Mary Phillips because I've been loving this color, and we're gonna stay on brand since we used our palette today. And this color is so divine. I think I got the color, I got like the classic one, which is Skinny Dip. I love that name. Skinny dipping reminds me of my best friend. When we were kids, we would always go skinny dipping together. Like any chance we got in water, we would skinny dip for some reason. It felt really freeing, you know? Oh my god, I see it here. There's like a glare. Okay, oh my god, this color is so nice. I love to do like a little line that goes down your upper and lower lip, just like that. See? It gives you this instant like plump look to your lip. I don't know if you've ever seen like those people who have like this natural line down their lip. It just looks so delicious. It looks so plump. I love it. Actually, I'm gonna bring this with me. And then we're gonna do a gloss. And under my gloss, I'm actually gonna put this on because it's been actually really nice. I've used it the last time. I used it yesterday and I really loved it. It's the Chanel, I don't know what this is. The Chanel Rogue Cocoa Flash in color 54 Boy. And let me tell you, I'm picky with lipstick. I'm more of like a gloss, more of like a creamy finish. I don't like anything that's too drying because I already am really dry. So something like this, I always go over with a gloss because my lips just will be too dry. So something like this is really nice. And I think that Mary Phillips has her new lippy sticky, I think that's what they're called, which I ordered one, but I did not get I really wanted this other color. I think it was Love Bite, but it was sold out, so I got a different color. But this is really nice because it's super creamy and it does have a little bit of color to it, but it's really, let me do a swatch for you guys because it's super subtle. Do you see that? It has just like kind of a gloss finish, but it's really creamy and it's really shimmery. I think that's the word. It's really nice, but it has such like a subtle color to it. So I've been really liking putting this on over a nice liner, but I still I still go in with a gloss because it just makes you, especially today that I'm doing a slick back look where my hair won't be on my face. I love to use a gloss. I love a very juicy lip. And I think this is called a juicy tube, so very on brand. All right, I'm gonna go slick up back my hair, and now I have to figure out what I'm gonna wear because it's nice in LA. So typical LA, where yesterday was freezing, today is super hot. So I'm gonna have to readjust what I had in my head for my outfits. Hopefully still looking really like clean and chic, but I will be back. We're ready. And I threw on these shades that I'm so in love with from Prada. It is like tortoiseshell that has kind of like a yellow brown frame, so it's really nice for like daytime and nighttime. So that's the goal. Let me show you a full fit, and I also want to show you guys how this makeup looks in natural lighting. Just wanted to take off my sunglasses so you guys could see just how nice and skin-like finish, and that's every time the look that we want to go for. It feels good on the skin. It doesn't feel like I'm wearing much makeup, and that is also something that I love, especially if I'm going out all day. During the day especially, I don't want to look like I'm wearing too much of a heavy dose of makeup. My look today is very on brand for me. Baggy, low-waisted pants. I went with like a cream. This one is from Redone. I'm wearing a Skims t-shirt that also is, the fabric is so buttery and amazing. I love it so much. And then I threw on a thrifted All Saints jacket. This is a kind of like a moto jacket. It has some fringe details on it that I absolutely love, and if you know me, I am obsessed with anything fringe. The more the better. And then I also threw on my toga pulla clogs that are kind of like a Western themed, so goes with the look. Very simple, casual, but yet super chic, and that is exactly the type of outfit I love. And now we are headed out, and as always, thank you for watching, and if you made it here, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out any other makeup tutorials or get ready with me that I just love so much, so I hope you guys love it as much as I do. And don't forget to follow me on Instagram where I post daily content.